Okay, my motion is that City Council request the Province of Ontario to transfer responsibility for the Toronto Transit Commission to Metrolinx. No, it's not out of order, Councillor Mihevc. You know, it's obvious that today it's this.
Sorry, Councillor Nunziata. The matter before us is the issue of the governance of the TTC. You know what? People who know more about this kind of stuff than I say it's in order. Carry on. Carry on.
And I think the province, it's time the province took over and made the decisions. They're funding it, and let them make the decisions, because obviously we can't manage TTC. Thank you.
Councillor Mamalidi with a question.
Councillor, that's one of your best speeches that you've made in this chamber.
Under 5 minutes, too. Yes.
Why would anybody disagree with your motion?
I don't know. I don't know. It's a very good motion, but obviously, no, because unfortunately, guess we're not thinking straight. And I think the big mistake that the province made is a few years ago when they gave all that funding to the city, is they made, and you know what, I've been speaking to some of the MPPs and they agree with me. The mistake they made is say to David Miller, here's the money, do what you want with it. What they should have done is, here's the money, this is what we want you to do with it. We're funding it. Instead, we were like kids in a candy store. I want this, I want that. Let's spend all the money and do what we want with it. That was the problem. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. I'm entitled to my opinion.
I'd like to find out from you whether you have had any initial discussion with the province and Metrolinx, whether this motion is doable and not just upload it arbitrarily, which I don't think we have authority to.
Well, I think we can find out, Councillor Lee, after all the province downloaded, now we can upload.
But we are an arm of the province, so we cannot just upload.
We don't give them a choice.
Okay.
You would agree that before making such an enormous and dramatic move to change the entire governance of our transportation system, that perhaps it should go to a committee where we really consider what the impacts might be, and if it merits support, we should do it, but maybe not do it sort of today on the fly while we're dealing with other things?
Well, Councillor Matlow, I would agree with that if all the motions that were presented today are deferred as well.
But what? I understand the politics of what you just said.
No, there's no politics. It's just common sense. Well, it's just common sense. That's all it is.
But okay, let me.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. Councillor Nunziata, Speaker, are you serious with your motion? Is it kind of some kind of joke?
Councillor Cho, I can't believe you asked that question.
It seems to me it's like sounds like a joke.
I think your question is a joke.
Okay. So,
in light of the fact that in British Columbia they get 10 cents on the as part of the gasoline tax, in light of the fact that they also provide provincial operating subsidies, in light of the fact that they also have a much healthier, much more robust infrastructure program around transportation, would it be a friendly amendment to suggest we not send it to the province of Ontario, but instead send it to the province of British Columbia? Then we could get actual transit funding and actual transit planning done by a provincial government that actually might step up to the plate.
No, Councillor Vaught, I'm not going to answer that question.
How about a friendly amendment that we send it to Ottawa? At least that way the mayor would have friends in cabinet that might be able to take care of it.
Councillor Vaught, why don't we send you to Ottawa?
Councillor Mihevc, maybe you can have some productive dialogue here.
This is fun. This is like the comedy hour.
Except you're not saying anything that's funny.
How would you guard against this? Since they, at the end of the day, control us by legislation, they might upload it, take all the benefits of the TTC by governing it, but then download on us all the costs. In other words, we still get stuck with the bill, which is what they did.
I think the bill won't. I think the bill will not be as high as that we're paying now.
Why do you think that?
Well, because I know it is. It won't be.
It'll be lower
No.
because the province does it.
It will be much lower.
So we'll still get a bill, though. You acknowledge that?
Well, maybe a small bill, Councillor Mihevik, but compared to what it's costing us to run the TTC, I think we're ahead.
And the basis for you saying that
Yeah.
is?
We're ahead.
The basis for you saying
Yeah.
that is?
I know one thing, that the province would have never built the St. Clair streetcar.
Are you aware that the province actually paid for a third of the cost of
Yeah,
this?
I know, and
St.
they're
Clair
so
streetcar?
sorry about that.
And so did
They're-
the federal
They wouldn't have
government.
overspent by $100 million,
didn't
Councillor
overspend.
Mihevik.
Okay, thank
Yeah,
you.
Jane
No,
Street.
what I'm saying is, the province taking it over doesn't make a lot of sense simply because they take the position that they have to respect the position of council.
Well, what I'm saying
where-
is forget the position of council, let the
Oh, okay,
province make
now
the
we're on
decision.
Thank you.